wow. So do you know what I loved about this story? The universe took care of the details. Do you see how that happened? The universe took care of the details. Charles must have been ready to come home. Okay? And Charles obviously had a serious sense of entitlement. Right? Okay. Now, as I was reading that, I kind of wondered if any of us would be able to get our bloated nothingness out of the way of the divine circuits to allow something like this to happen to us with absolute ease. Could we get out of the way and allow it to unfold? See, Charles taught us a powerful lesson. Okay, so what we want to remember this morning is that we live in a mental and spiritual universe. Again, our body can do anything that our mind can believe and accept. Our finances can do anything that our mind can believe and accept. Our relationships can do anything that our mind can believe and accept. So I want to end this morning with one last story. I'm kind of rushing to get this in. Somebody, I think it was Penny, sent me a letter from Tyler Perry. Okay. And now anyone who doesn't know who Tyler Perry is, he's a 41-year-old black actor, playwright, screenwriter, producer, and author. As a child, Tyler Perry was physically abused, and he was also sexually abused by friends of the family. Friends of the family, okay. Okay, so Tyler Perry didn't complete high school, but he did get his GED early in his 20s. Also in his early 20s, he was watching the Oprah show one day, and someone described the therapeutic effect of writing and how if you just write things out, it can help you to move through what you need to move through. It can help you to see what you need to see. So he started writing a series of letters to himself, which became the basis of the first play that he wrote, entitled, I Know That I've Been Changed. Now, there were a couple of things about Tyler Perry that stood out for me as I was reading about him and how he believed in himself. Number one, during the years that he was developing his works, he experienced poverty, hunger, and even homelessness. And yet, if you saw the movie, The Diary of a Mad Black Woman, you might be surprised to learn that that huge mansion that was featured in the movie, that much of the movie was shot from, that huge mansion was Tyler Perry's home. Okay? So he may have been homeless, but he didn't stay homeless, did he? Okay? All right, and the other thing that I loved about him is that the very first play that he did, 30 people showed up. Now, you do a very big production and 30 people show up, you might be a little bit disappointed. But the interesting thing was that one of those 30 people became one of his financial backers. So you never, ever know. Take the step. The universe conspires to meet you right where you are. It conspires to bring it into manifest form. So the message from Tyler Perry, and I also wanted to mention before I go to the message, that today his net worth is somewhere over about $650 million. Okay? Don't stop believing. So his message, I woke up this morning with this question for you. And think about this, he says. What brings you joy? What dreams have you abandoned because it got too hard or because you failed at them? People will often tell you what you can't do. They will try to discourage you from reaching for your goals. Even the ones that are closest to you will say things that are the most hurtful. But whatever you do, he said, don't stop believing. God didn't give your friends and family your vision. God gave it to you. You have to try. I think that is why there are so many unhappy people, he says. I think so many people have walked away from their dreams because it got too hard. They stopped believing because they got discouraged. Don't stop believing. Every miracle in my life, he says, started with someone telling me what I could not do. So we have heard some very, very powerful stories this morning. Not amazing, but life-changing. Very life-changing story. The group journey showed us that the universe answers every need. Can you believe that? See, the Missouri man who won the lottery showed us that life can change on a dime. Can it happen to you? See, the Virginia Campbell, the 99-year-old woman, told us that it's never too late to start again. Can that happen to you? The Canadian man and his wife showed us that the universe will find a way to help us to achieve our goals. It'll meet us right where we are, bearing gifts. Bearing gifts. Can that happen to you? Charles the cat appears to be completely oblivious to difficulty. Can that happen to you? Okay. And Tyler Perry showed us that we've been given every single thing that we need. Everything. Take what you've been given and use it. And don't stop believing. Thank you for being here this morning, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.